Yo, this is Dr. Ohms. I'm going to teach you how to play the bridge riff in my new single, Am I Damned? This one is one of my favorite sections of the song because this is where it starts to get a bit darker, a little more menacing in the whole track. So this is really kind of one of the turning points in the journey of the song. So I'm achieving that in a couple different ways. The first way in which here, and again we're in half step down standard, which is E flat. The way I'm going to do that is to, what I find is, I don't know why, but whenever I'm trying to get a more menacing feel, instead of playing a normal power chord, you take the fifth out and just play octaves. You're going to need to do a little muting so you don't get that string ringing, but here are the octaves. That kind of sound. So that's going to be the basis of this riff, and let's go ahead and dive in. You're starting on the 5 of the A string, and again, throw that octave in there. This is the D flat. And you're just going to be hitting these octaves and always hit the bottom open string in between. Okay, so here we go. And you're sliding up to the E flat. I really like this section because whenever you have a leading tone, which in this case would be the 7, which would be the D flat, we always want, our ears want us to resolve it up to the root, right? So that is a way in your arrangements and writing to enter in a little bit of tension. And of course, when you get to that root, you are resolving that tension. Okay, so that's the beginning part. You're going to go up again to the minor 3rd, which is in our minor pentatonic, and you're going to again hit that octave. But before we get there, we're just going to chug palm mute a couple times on the low string. So it sounds like this, with a healthy dose of vibrato. One last thing with this riff here, guys, what we want to do is really make it as menacing as possible. So we don't want to hit the 2 notes and just have them ring flatly. Okay, that doesn't work. So what we want to do is the lower of the notes, okay, the one on your pointer finger. You want to do a quarter bend. This is what gives you the feel that you are being dragged in. And I really wanted, when writing this section, I wanted us to feel as though we're being dragged in by our struggles, right? That's what, in part, Am I Damned is about. So the way you drag the listener into these riffs is that quarter bend. Leave the top octave where it is, but bend that lower note up, and it offers again a little tension. So instead of playing it straight, you're going to bend it. Okay, got to do it fast, but it sounds like this. Okay, so let's go to the second half of that riff. You're going to repeat. Now this time, again, we want to have more tension, make it more menacing. So instead of releasing the tension like we did the first time, sliding up to the 1, we're going to slide down to 1 on the A string. Now this is going to be, this is what they call the devil note, right? So it's a raised 4th or a lowered 5th, however you think about it. It's in your blues scale. And I love using this particular note. I do it all the time. Usually it's a really good passing tone. But if you land on it, it really colors the riff in a pretty menacing way. So we're going to go from that 5 down to the 1, half step down to the A flat. We're going to catch the octave on the A flat, bend it, and then hit the open top 3 strings. Now make sure you're hitting those hard in a snap motion because you want that snarl, again, lending itself to that menacing feel. Okay, so second time around you're going to play it. The pattern gets a little bit different, but overall same piece. So let's go ahead and put everything together.